And ladies and gentlemen, in what can be seen as a precursor to the high voltage 2024 battle, BJP has won 4 of the 7 constituencies. BJP candidate Bhavya Bishnoi emerged victorious in the Adampur Assembly by-election with a significant margin of 16,606 votes. The Kejriwal magic failed to work in Haryana's Adampur. The Aam Aadmi Party candidate was not only decimated but also lost the deposit.
देखिए, मैं ये जीत माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी की नीतियों की जीत है। ये जीत माननीय मनोहर लाल खट्टर जी की कार्यशैली की जीत है। ये जीत आदमपुर हलके में चौधरी भजनलाल परिवार का 54 साल का विश्वास, ये उसकी जीत है। मैं आदमपुर हलके की जनता को बधाई देना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने हम पर पुनः एक बार हमेशा की तरह लगातार 15वीं बार हम पर विश्वास जताया।
रिजल्ट सब कुछ कह चुका है और ये कहते थे कि ये तो सिर्फ कांग्रेस की सीट रही है, तो आपने देख लिया। तो ये आदमपुर हल्का स्वर्गीय चौधरी भजनलाल जी की देन है, उनका घर है, उनका गढ़ है और ये हमेशा ये गढ़ बल्कि और मजबूत हुआ है पहले से। चुनाव रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर हो गया तो कल से पूर्ण रूप से काम आदमपुर के जो रुके हुए थे सब शुरू हो जाएंगे। हमारे परिवार के सदस्य सभी बहुत जोश के साथ यहाँ इकट्ठे हो रखे, तो हम पहले मंदिर जाएंगे, चौधरी भजनलाल जी की समाधि वहाँ से भव्य आशीर्वाद लेगा, उसके बाद आदमपुर मंडी में सभी का धन्यवाद करने निकलेंगे।
From Adampur to the next bypoll seat, it was a strength test for both Gathbandhan and the BJP in Bihar, because this was the first bypolls after Nitish broke several ties and severe ties with the NDA. In the heavily populated Muslim region of Gopalganj, the BJP managed to retain its seat but narrowly. Remember, in 2020, the BJP had won the same seat by more than 35,000 seats. It also is the home district of Lalu Prasad Yadav, whereas the Mokama voted for the Gathbandhan. The RJD candidate won by over 16,000 votes. So one seat went in the BJP's kitty, another to the RJD.
केवल सिंपैथी फैक्टर होने के बावजूद भी 1700 वोट से ही हमारी गोपालगंज में हार हुई है। यानी जनता जो है गोपालगंज की, जो बीजेपी का जो कोर वोटर है, वो कहीं ना कहीं से जो लोग क्लेम करते थे कि फलना जो है हमारा ही वोटर है, उस पे महागठबंधन के लोगों ने सेंध मारने का काम किया है। और हम सभी महागठबंधन की जितनी पार्टियां हैं, उनके नेताओं को, उनके कार्यकर्ताओं को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहेंगे। हम माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी को, हम पार्टी के नेता को धन्यवाद देंगे। सभी धर्म के लोगों ने, जाति के लोगों ने वोट देने का काम किया है, तो इसके लिए सभी लोगों को
गोपालगंज और मोकामा की जनता को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हमने बेहतर प्रयास किया और गोपालगंज में न केवल हम अपनी सीट बचाने में कामयाब रहे, बल्कि मोकामा में भी पहली बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी 27 सालों बाद चुनाव लड़ी और आज तक के इतिहास में विरोधियों को जो सबसे ज्यादा मत मिला है, उसमें हमें मोकामा में मिला है। यह चुनाव भारतीय जनता पार्टी बनाम 8 दल थे और उसके बावजूद हम यह नतीजा दे पाए, इसके लिए बिहार की जनता को धन्यवाद।
And now moving on to Telangana, we've seen the kind of battle play out in Telangana ahead of the voting, during the voting and even thereafter. Now the TRS has managed to win the high-stakes Munugodu bypolls. For KCR, remember the Munugodu bypoll was a prestige battle, as a BJP victory would have signalled a crack in the TRS's defensive line. Now crying foul, the BJP alleges that TRS managed to win only because it used muscle and money power. It vowed that it will approach the election commission as well.
ఎన్నికల్లో పెద్దలు ఎప్పుడో చెప్పారు, రాజకీయాల్లో హత్యలు ఉండవు, ఆత్మహత్యలు మాత్రమే ఉంటాయని చెప్తారు. ఈ ఎన్నికల్లో జరిగింది అదే. బలవంతపు ఉప ఎన్నికను అహంకారంతో, డబ్బు మదంతో, రాజకీయంగా కళ్ళు నెత్తికెక్కి పొగరుతో ఈ ఎన్నికను తెలంగాణ ప్రజల మీద, మునుగోడు ప్రజల మీద రుద్దింది ఢిల్లీ బాసులు అమిత్ షా, నరేంద్ర మోడీ. వాళ్ళిద్దరి అహంకారానికి చెంపపెట్టు లాంటి తీర్పునిచ్చిన మునుగోడు చైతన్యానికి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जिताया लोग, मगर ये केसीआर जो है करप्टेड सीएम डिक्टेटर क्या करा, 100 एमएलए को, 15 एमएलसी को, एमपी को, मिनिस्टर्स को लाके इधर हर गांव में बिठा के टेरराइज कर दिया, पैसा दिया, लोगों को डरा के पुलिस पूरा हमारा बीजेपी कार्यकर्ता ऊपर बाहर घूमने नहीं दिया, मेरे ऊपर अटैक हुआ, इटला राजेंद्र, किशन रेड्डी, सब लोगों को अटैक किया, किधर गांव में कैंपेनिंग भी नहीं करने दिया, उतना टेरराइज करके कम्युनिस्ट वालों को खरीद के इलेक्शन में थोड़ा मार्जिन से जीता। इसका मतलब ये असली जीत नहीं है। तो इलेक्शन कमीशन को हम जरूर जाएंगे, हमारा फाइट तो चलते रहेगा।
Let me go across to Shomit joining us with more details. Shomit, first up, break down the results for our viewers. The TRS, though, certainly has managed to win the Munugodu by-polls, but the war of words still continues. BJP says this is only because TRS's misuse of muscle power and money power, and that they will take it up with the Election Commission.
Well, finally we can, say that results have been announced for this, Munugodu by-polls, where we have saw, aggressive campaigning and, this high decibel campaigning, the massive aggressiveness by both the parties, TRS and the BJP. And while other, if we come to the result, finally TRS has made this victory with around 10,113 votes. And when it comes to the figures, exact figures, TRS has managed to secure 96,000 actually, 598 votes. And when it comes to the BJP, which stands at the second place, the BJP has managed to secure 86,485 votes. And Congress has lost this deposit by securing just 23,864 votes. So basically, we can say that this, finally it has come to an end, where we have saw several clashes, where we have saw the war of words, where we have saw, several issues between both the parties. And finally now, we have heard from the BJP contesting candidate that, TRS has used, the system to actually give free hand to the TRS leaders. And that was the reason, however, that was the reason they have made this victory. And this is not the victory. They have just made a narrow, narrow line, we can say narrow figure with only just 10,000. But, Munugodu voters have also voted the BJP. And that is the victory of the BJP. And that is what we have heard from him. And also he has stated that the high-handedness of the police and the high-handedness of the system, and also they have complained the matter about the RO supporting the TRS, and he was suspended by the Election Commission of India. So basically, now we are saying that now we have heard that they will be also approaching the Election Commission of India on the atrocities committed by the system. That is what BJP candidate is stating. Okay. While it comes to the TRS, even KTR has conducted a press conference in the Hyderabad city and has stated that this is the actually verdict against the Prime Minister Modi and against the Amit Shah, and they haven't chosen the BJP, and they have voted for the development as well as the TRS party. That is TRS party. So basically, this war of words are still continuing.
This was a very, very crucial battle for the TRS, and a big victory at that, because this is a first such coming in after TRS revealed its national ambition. Shomit, thank you for joining us with those details. Last but not the least, viewers, in Gola Gokaran Nath, the BJP candidate Aman Giri won by defeating his nearest rival and Samajwadi Party candidate by over 34,000 votes, emerging as a strong contender to regional heavyweight BJD. The BJP has secured the win in Odisha's Dhamnagar as well. In a contest almost devoid of competition, Rujita Latke, the candidate of the Uddhav Thackeray-led Shiv Sena, in fact, has won a resounding majority of votes to emerge victorious in the Andheri East by-poll. So that's the breakdown of the results, as Times Now has been leading with the coverage. We'll need to quickly open this up with our guest joining us this evening. We have Syed Zafar Islam, spokesperson of the BJP. Also with us is Satya Prakash Mishra, spokesperson of the JDU. Along with that, we have Akash Muni, political analyst, and George Kurin, political analyst himself, with us on this broadcast. Appreciate you taking out your time, gentlemen, and speaking to us here on Times Now. Well, my first question would be to Mr. Syed Zafar Islam. Given that the BJP has gained the most of the 7 seats, the BJP has easily managed to bag 4 of them. Now, what would you say, sir? Because though the BJP is certainly not content with what's happened in Munugode, they're saying that this is misuse of muscle power, of money power, but BJP has consolidated hold on Dhamnagar. It had won that seat in 2019 assembly polls as well, has consolidated hold on Gola Gokaran Nath, Adampur and Gopalganj as well.
Well, it's a massive victory for Bharatiya Janata Party. It's a testimony of people's confidence in Bharatiya Janata Party and its leadership, particularly the Honorable Prime Minister. It is so evident that we have won in Odisha, we have won in Haryana, we have won in Uttar Pradesh, we have won in Bihar, and we have been somehow not allowed to contest freely in Telangana, yet we have put up a very brave fight. And see, the difference of, between winners and losers is merely 23,000. That only suggests that we have gained huge ground in Telangana as well, and we will put up a very big fight as and when the assembly election takes place. So we want to thank the people of Bihar, the people of Odisha, the Haryana, people of Haryana, the people of Uttar Pradesh, and more importantly, the people of Telangana for supporting Bharatiya Janata Party in a massive way. We have won in 4 out of 7 seats, but we have put a fight, and that is something which is very important for Bharatiya Janata Party, that we are a pan-India party, and we have demonstrated the result, which is not only in one particular state where our government is, we are also where our government is not there, like Odisha. We have won the seat. Like Telangana, we have put up a very brave fight.
Okay.
So I will take this opportunity that I want to thank the people of all these particular states, but of course this also signals that as and when the assembly election will take place, Bharatiya Janata Party will emerge winning party in those states, and also in 2024 it will be a win-win.
Well, Mr. Zafar Aslam, while you're thanking the voters and you're speaking of the narrow margin in Telangana, in Munugodu, that's what the BJP is saying here, but the BJP reactions we just played out speak of a different tone wherein they don't want to let go of this yet. I'm going to come back to that issue, but let me go across to Mr. George Kurian, because the Congress has seen a setback. Mr. Kurian, all in all, talk about Adampur. The Congress had won here 10 times since 1967. The BJP has breached the Congress stronghold this time around. Talk about Manugudu as well. I mean, the BJP has surpassed the Congress vote share, and the BJP is now at the second spot. The Congress stood in they finished second in 2018 polls as well. So what's up with the Congress party?
Well, Crispin, let me make it very clear to your viewers that this is no run-up to the elections to 2024. Coming back to Congress, the Congress has done pretty well in all the bypoll wherever they have contested. The point which needs to be noted here is that the margin of difference that BJP has been able to manage to win is a very narrow margin. So which, and as we know that the assembly elections are due in few states, so it's something which can be managed in the time to come. And I strongly believe coming back to Adampur, which used to be a Bishnoi stronghold, since he has he has quit the Indian National Congress and joined the Indian BJP, so that seat has gone there. Congress also needs to work on its way it functions, and the candidate selection is also something that needs to be looked into at the same point in time.
Okay, so you're saying that the Congress candidate selection perhaps needs to be relooked into, but you're talking about the BJP's margin. I want to talk about the seat of Dhamnagar, for example. The Congress candidate had polled more than 7,000 votes in 2019, and after the 13th round today of counting, the Congress had less than 3,000 votes.
Well, I agree with you that Congress hasn't performed well in Odisha and Dhamnagar. Congress also needs to work out its organization in the state of Odisha, which is currently not up to the mark. So I believe in the times to come, as we are seeing that Congress has a new president, we are hoping that there will be a transformational change within the party's cadre and at the ground level.
Okay, all right. So let's see if there is any change that we see within the Congress, given that there's a leadership change as well, and perhaps we need to give the Congress a little more time before we jump to those conclusions. If I could go to Mr. Muni and quickly take in a word from the Aam Aadmi Party that is battling it day in and out ahead of Gujarat elections, going ahead with a lot of speeches, making a lot of promises. What about these by-elections, sir? Not really working out for the Aam Aadmi Party?
Now, Christine, let's go to the background of these wins. The 4 seats won by BJP. In 3, they were in power previously. And the 4th one was in Haryana, where the Congress MLA left Congress and joined BJP. And then his son won this by-election. This was the Bishnoi stronghold. Who is the Bishnoi who won this time? Is the grandson of Bhajan Lal. So there is no doubt in this that Aam Aadmi Party had no chances in Haryana at least. But the interesting factor here is the decimation of Congress. Congress is decimated. They have high organizational structure in all the states that we are talking about. And they have been put a fight, interestingly. They have given it up easily for the BJP to take over. For example, the Odisha seat is a very good example, where they, obviously, the BJP wasn't part previously in that particular legislative assembly, constituency, but the Congress Congress leader did not give a fight to the BJP candidate, who was a young candidate, and the Congress one was the older one.
So the biggest takeaway perhaps is now shifted from the big gains that the BJP has made to how the Congress has been left decimated. I'll go across to Mr. Kurian in just a bit to take in a word on what he feels about what Dr. Akash Muni has just said. But my question now goes to Mr. Mishra, spokesperson of the JDU. Mr. Mishra, if we talk about your alliance, the RJD won Mokamma, but as far as Gopalganj is concerned, the BJP's won it with a narrow margin, but there's a setback for the RJD as well for 2 reasons, and I say this. First, the bypolls are taking place for the first time after the change of the government. Second, the Gathbandhan replaced a Congress candidate with the RJD. None of it working for the alliance.
You know, what happened in Gopalganj is there is a sympathy vote in Gopalganj. In the last election, the RJD candidate lost that seat by 40,000 votes, but this time only 1,794 votes. And keeping aside every kind of political situation and political rivalry, the Bihar is proud of sending 2 women candidates to its assembly, and now the women, MLA reaches to 28 in number. So congratulating them first of all. And by-elections are depending on so many factors. It is not the message to the 2024 election what Syed Jafar Islam just talked about. It has nothing to do with 2024. 2024 will be, fighting on the basis of national policy, national leadership, national security, national unemployment, national price rise. There are so many factors.
Well, there are questions being asked. There are questions, sir, being asked on Mokamma as well. The candidate fielded and the background is also in question here. But with regards to Gopalganj, it's also concerning because there are multiple factors at play. How it's a strong Muslim demographic, and BJP still managed to hold that seat. So it speaks volume of perhaps some sort of introspection that all parties need to get into. I'm going to have to leave it at that. I'm afraid I'm running out of time, but thank you so much for joining us on this meaningful debate. Thank you.